Are you looking for the best training health institution? Then Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education is the answer. Our institution is located in Luapula, Mansa. We are off Samfia Road, Namwandwe area. Plot number 39394. Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education has got the following schools. We have the School of Health Sciences and the School of Nursing. Under the School of Health Sciences, we offer clinical medicine and environmental health sciences. Our institution is accredited by the Health Professions Council of Zambia, HPCZ, and the University of Zambia under the School of Medicine and Public Health. Our school started offering these programs in 2017, of which we are proud to inform you that we have so far graduated 4 intakes. That we started with the School of Nursing, which was accredited and is still accredited by the General Nursing Council of Zambia. Under the School of Health Sciences, we have 2 departments: Department of Clinical Medicine and Department of Environmental Health Sciences. School of Health Sciences is accredited by HPCZ, which is the Health Professions Council of Zambia, and the University of Zambia under the School of Medicine and Public Health. Under the School of Health Sciences, all our programs are trained at diploma level, and the duration is 3 years. Good news to all community health assistants. We are offering a program in environmental health technology to train for 3 years online. Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education. We offer 2 intakes in a year. We have January intake and July intake. January intake, we offer clinical medicine, environmental health technology, and nursing. For July intake, under the School of Health Sciences, we offer clinical medicine and environmental health technology. Under the School of Health Sciences, we are proud to inform you that we have put ourselves on the map in terms of passing rates. We have over 80% at final and intermediate exams. Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education awaits you. Lucius, education for distinction.
Welcome to Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education. The Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education is just 2 schools. We have School of Nursing and we have School of Health Sciences. I am Emil Kennedy Lumundi, the Director for Luapula School of Health Sciences. Under the School of Health Sciences, we have 2 departments. Department of Clinical Medicine, that's where we train clinical officers who undertake a training for 3 years. The Department of Environmental Health Sciences, that's where we undertake a program for environmental health technologists, which is also 3 years. All our programs are given at the diploma level. What do we know about School of Health Sciences? The School of Health Sciences is fully recognized and it is fully registered by the Health Professions Council of Zambia, HPCZ, and the University of Zambia under the 2 schools, School of Medicine to train clinical officers, School of Public Health to train environmental technologists. So when you come to our School of Health Sciences, you are well recognized and your paper is well accredited. I would love to share you how we are going to deliver course materials for this semester during COVID-19. All our students are going to be taught online. We have an approved learning management system, which is very easy and user-friendly. In other series, you'll be shown on how to undergo this process. Our lecturers are fully qualified and experienced. Our learning model under School of Health Sciences, it is 3 models. Number 1, we lecture using lectures, of which most of you are conversant with lectures because Even at the 12 level, it's similar. It is where a teacher or a lecturer is really delivering or sharing information. We also deliver using tutorials. These are small groups where we handle problem-based learning by having questions and answers, case studies, scenarios. Then we also train using practical. Now, the question is, how are you going to train practical online? I'm sure that's a question that you would love asking. As School of Health Sciences, we'll be able to show the instructor or the lecturer demonstrating a procedure whilst explaining, and you'll be doing that online. We can also link some videos that are able to show the procedures. Our Facebook page is Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education. And our WhatsApp number is 0950 5790 and 54. For YouTube, just click Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education. You'll find all the information and updated information.
Hello, welcome to Luapula School of Health Science. My name is Glenda Mansa and this is the Academics Office. New students, as you are supposed to report here on the 12th of July, due to the COVID pandemic, you will not be able to report here, but you will do your registration online, and payments are also supposed to be online. So for those who are going to make payments, immediately you make the payments online, the account will be linked to the school account, will be able to get the receipt and what amount you've paid. For those students who will be doing registration, the first thing you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to scan your documents, verify them through the ECZ, and then afterwards you scan them and then you upload them as you're doing your registration. We look forward with learning with you.
Welcome to Luapula School of Sciences on a segment on how to log in, how to access our portal. A portal is an organized system which contains all the information. In this era of COVID-19, we have a solution, very user-friendly. Others, when they hear of online learning, they are wondering, how are we going to be learning? Which platform are we going to be using? Is it Facebook? Is it WhatsApp? We have a very user-friendly system that is approved by the tertiary institutions or higher education authority that is internationally recognized as a system specifically for learners and educators. I'm going to show you on how to access our system. The first step, you have to visit our website. I'm going to show you how to reach our website. www. Okay, as you type, you come to either Google Chrome or Opera Me, and you type www here, as you can see, Luapula, SOH.com. Okay, and then when you finish, just click on it. Okay, depending on your network, it will be loading. Just be patient enough. After you've now opened the website, you can see. How do you know that I'm at the right website? We have a logo here showing Luapula School of Sciences and the name Luapula School of Sciences and Business Education. Okay, I would love even to introduce you that as you come on our website, this is how you can follow us on WhatsApp there, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and so forth you can choose. Now, you can see here we have home, about us, if you want to know more information about us, schools, facilities, media, where to access news and latest information, online services, payment details, and downloads. Okay, so for today's session, I'm going on to show you on what is on the facilities and online services. So when you click on online services, you're able to find staff login. This is for lecturers. Lecture login, still for lecturers who are directly into academic services. For you, just come and click where it is written, student and parent login. One is asking, why parents? As School of Health Sciences, we are promoting comprehensive training. For us to train someone or a healthcare provider, parents are our key stakeholders because they're the ones that are sponsoring you. Therefore, they are entitled to see your results, to check your fees, and other important information. So our portal has got even parents portal where the parents can also access. Now I'm going to click on student parents login. There we go, it is loading. Okay, you are going now to see that the portal has been opened. So it has the username and the password. Those students who are fully registered, they have received the user or credentials for login. So a username there I'm entering for this one, okay, which is 620, that's the student number. And then the password is your secret. So I'll write here, okay, that's what you'll be able to see because a password is a secret. And then you click on sign in. Okay, so there, as you can see, okay, now this is what you see on the portal. Okay, so you can see Principal Angaye, admission number 620, and tells you the semester, year 1, semester 1, the program, diploma in clinical medicine. Now, the only key things I want to show you which are very important, it is very user friendly as you can see here. Okay, you're able to see my profile, fees, semester timetable. When you click, you'll be able to see some timetable, assignments. And for now, you're worried. Do you know the courses? You can come and click on the courses here. So when you click on the courses there, you'll be able to check which courses. As you can see, it tells you the lecturer's name and then the courses that you're doing. The other thing that I would love to show you, it is on the fees. How do you pay online? I'm sure most of you would want to know how do I pay online. As you can see this student, okay, we have opened and just remaining with a balance of 200 kwacha. Okay, so when you see paid fee, when you click here, it will show you, okay, what you have paid. So this one paid this amount, and then here you can download your receipt. So don't worry about a receipt. If you want to pay, you just need to click here on pay, and it shows you the amount there. And then you indicate the amount you want to pay. When you enter, you can click on pay now. That's part one on what is in our portal system. The other thing that I would love to show you is on facilities. Okay? What do you find on facilities? When you come on facilities, you come and click on e-learning services. If you want to have more information on the e-library, you have the e-library. Boarding services, you want to have more information or you want to book for a room before you come, you can just come in the boarding and apply and then we'll allocate you. Okay, so when we click on e-learning services, this is the platform that you'll be using mostly for live interactive lectures. And when you click on it, this is how it will appear. Okay, and it will say welcome to unit of virtual development, education development. So you are able to enter the same username and the password. If you are new, you can still create an account, okay, with us. So this is how you are able to reach our platform and access all the information. So if you have questions, you can still contact the directorate office or program coordinator on the numbers that are displayed on our website. Thank you.
Congratulations to all our successful students, and thank you for choosing Luapula School of Health Sciences to be with you even as you partake your academic journey. I am Ms. Chipili from the Academic Affairs Office, and I'm going to give you a quick guidelines on what we expect from you, our students, even as you come to this institution. So, as the Academic Affairs Office, we are welcoming you to speak to us even as you have any complaints about your learning. It is our main interest that we make sure that each and every student accesses our learning platform, either physical or online. And as Academic Affairs Office, we make sure that each and every timetables that you are given are followed. So you're advised, if you have any complaints or any challenges, you can easily talk to us, as a number will be given to you, or even as we start our physical classes, you can come and visit us at our office, so that each and every complaint that you have pertaining to your learning at this institution can be dealt with. The other thing that I would like you to be aware is that even as you come to this institution, you are required to register as a student. You are given acceptance letters, and that means that you were very successful in terms of your grade 12 results. So the next step that you're supposed to take is to register via our online platform or physically. So, but because of the pandemic that is there, and according to the Higher Education Authority, the guidelines that we have been given is that we conduct online classes. So for now, a link will be provided unto you even as you do your registration, and this link will enable you to have access to our platform. So as a school, we have our own platform which we are calling Luapula Learning Platform, which is an online platform. So the link that will be given to you has the guidelines, and it will make you join the platform and be able to access all the learning materials that are needed for this time period. And we'd love to notify you to say that we'll be waiting for the directive from the Higher Education Authority and the Ministry of Health on when we are going to have our physical classes. Otherwise, we can't look forward to meet you. We are looking forward to meet you as a department. So the other thing that we want to talk to you about is about the issue to do with the progression criteria. So unlike in grade 12, where your results were just based on the final examination, as you come to this institution, your final results will encompass what we are calling a CA, which is 40%. And as you write your final exams at the end of the semester, you just write for the 60%. So the 40%, which we are calling the continuous assessment, will be made from the tests that you'll be given during the time you'll be learning. You are going to have tests, quizzes, assignments, and any other activity that your lecturers in each and every courses will make available to you. So as the academic office, we are advising you to take each and every exercise, assignment, tests that you are given seriously, because it's part of your final exam. The other thing that I would love to inform you is about the school fees. So as you do your registration, you are required to pay 60% of the school fees. And as you proceed, you are required to pay 80% of the school fees before you write what we call the Continuous Assessment Test 2. So a Continuous Assessment Test 2 is part of your CA, which is 40%. So we encourage you that even as you come to the institution, if you can't manage to pay 100%, we just hope that by the time you are writing your CAT 2, you would have paid 80% of the school fees. So the other thing that we'd love to talk to you about is the issue of the exams. So in order for you to qualify to write, or rather to be considered eligible to write the final exams, which are at the end of the semester, you are supposed to make sure that you have at least 20% of the continuous assessments we've talked about. So in each course, we have 40% of the CA. So you should take your CS seriously, because if you have less than 20%, then you are not eligible to write your final exams. Then the other thing that determines your eligibility to write your final exams are the school fees. So you're supposed to pay 100% of the school fees in order for you to write the final exams. If there is anything apart from the CS that would make you not to write your final exam, We'd advise each and every student to write to the Academic Affairs Office why you wouldn't manage to write your final exams. Because we have what we call a supplementary exam. So a supplementary exam, this is a chance that is given to all the students who wouldn't be able to write the final exams due to circumstances beyond their control or beyond our control. It can be sickness, it can be funerals, or it can be due to school fees. So if you see that you didn't manage to write your final exams, you write to the Academic Affairs Office explaining your reasons so that you can be given a chance to sit for your supplementary or deferred exams. So for those who fail their final exams, they have a last chance of writing supplementary exams. But also those who did not manage to write their final exams due to other circumstances, they are what we call deferred exams. So these are the things that we wanted to talk to you as the Academic Affairs Office. And so we can't wait to have you here even as we wait for this pandemic to pass.
Hello everyone, welcome to Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education. We are going to do an online orientation because of the COVID-19 guidelines, but don't worry, even if it's online, we can still get in touch with each other. My names are Emil Sandra Banda. I'm the Acting Program Coordinator for the Department of Clinical Medicine. I'm here to orient you about who is a clinical officer, and I'm here to orient you about the roles of a clinical officer. I'm sure many of you have questions to say what is a clinical officer, who is a clinical officer general. So a clinical officer general is basically someone who studies a diploma in clinical medicine or a diploma in clinical sciences. So a diploma in clinical medicine is a program that is affiliated to the University of Zambia under School of Medicine, and it is accredited by the Health Professional Council of Zambia. This course encompasses clinical skills as well as community-based training, which is aimed to produce graduates that are capable to provide basic essential medicine as well as care and management. So I'm sure majority of you have questions to say where is Luapula School of Health Sciences and what is Luapula School of Health Sciences. So what you should know is that Luapula School of Health Sciences is a school that is located in Mansa, and it offers courses in clinical sciences which include clinical medicine and environmental health. So Luapula School of Health Sciences is an accredited institution by HPCZ, and it is affiliated to the University of Zambia under School of Medicine. So when we say that it is affiliated to UNZA School of Medicine, it means that we are offering the program on behalf of UNZA, and we have been allowed by HPCZ. No wonder we are accredited by the Health Professional Council of Zambia, which is HPCZ. And this school, Luapula School of Health Sciences, has been offering a diploma in clinical medicine since January 2018. And as a school, we are proud to say that we have graduated 2 intakes and we have 2 intermediate classes which will be writing their finals by the end of the year. So we also have qualified lecturers that are approved by the Health Professional Council of Zambia as well as the University of Zambia. That is it about Luapula School of Health Sciences. But as a clinician, you have a role that you have to play in the hospital. So what are you expected to do as a clinical officer general or someone who studies clinical medicine? So a clinical officer general does 80% of the doctor's work. Why do I say 80%? It's because most of the times you are going to be the person who is going to be in first contact with the patient. When the patient comes to the hospital, they don't go to see the doctor. But when a patient comes to the hospital, they come straight to you. So you are the person that comes in contact with the patient. No wonder you are supposed to learn a lot of training, which involves both practical as well as theoretical, to be able to provide this skill to these patients. So what are the roles? Number one, he or she is trained to provide curative, preventive, as well as public health care services. What do I mean when I say curative? Curative is when a patient comes to you with a condition and then you are able to provide a diagnosis and treat them. That is curative medicine. Preventive medicine is you helping a patient to be able to prevent acquiring certain conditions. When we say prevention from cholera, prevention from COVID-19, that is preventive medicine. Public health care services is when you provide healthcare services outside the hospital, as in going to the community to give immunization, sensitizing people about cholera, sensitizing people about malaria. Those are public health care services which are encompassed with preventive medicine. That is role number one of a clinical officer. Role number two, you should be able to manage the needs of clinical care. So when we say manage the needs of clinical care, we're talking about history taking. When a patient comes, you get your history. From your history, you're able to go and do your physical examination. You check what is wrong with your patient. You do your investigations together with the laboratory people so that you are able to find out. When you do your investigations, it is your role as your clinician to be able to interpret what those investigations are talking about. After coming up with investigations, you make a diagnosis, and then you come up with the best treatment to be able to treat this patient. Remember, the life of this patient lies in your hands, so it is up to you, a clinician, to either kill a patient or to treat your patient. Role number three is carrying out administrative roles as well as responsibility. So being a clinical officer, it's not always that you'll be in the hospital to treat the patient, but sometimes you can be the only clinical officer in a rural area. Let me say maybe you are posted somewhere very far and you're the only one working there. So you'll be able to do clinical care services as well as administrative work, sending letters and everything. No wonder in clinical medicine there are courses like health management system, where you are able to learn how to manage a patient, how you're able to manage administrative work. The other question that most people have is, how long is this program? Which is basically the duration. So clinical medicine runs for 3 years. It's a program of 3 years and it is run in semesters. So when we say a semester, not everyone understands what a semester is. A semester is a period of 6 months. So when we say it is run in semesters, meaning that every 6 months we count it as a semester. At the end of the 6 months, you write your exams. When you pass your exams, you're able to progress to the next semester. So once more, thank you very much for applying with Luapula School of Health Sciences. You are very much welcome to Luapula School of Health Sciences.
Welcome to Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education. My names are Emil Brotherton Marvin Diana, and I'm a clinical lecturer at Luapula School of Health Sciences. I take students in surgery as well as fundamentals of emergency medicine. We equip our students with clinical skills starting from the school premises using our skills lab. Our skills lab is fully equipped. When students learn anatomy and physiology, fundamentals of emergency medicine, they are usually taken to the skills lab so that they are able to see the structures that they learn in anatomy, and we demonstrate procedures that we teach them in fundamentals of emergency medicine so that they are able to practice common emergency medicine and surgical procedures. Then, at the end of each semester, students are taken to clinical sites. They are taken for clinical placements for 4 weeks, of which after 4 weeks they come back and continue with a new semester. Then, after that, when students write their intermediate exams, after they clear, they usually go into third year first semester. They go for clinical clerkships, which they do it for 33 weeks, which is about 8 to 9 months. And this period, students are equipped with attitudes on how to attend to patients, curative and preventive skills, as well as community health practice. And students, when they come back, they write their final exams, and if they clear, they graduate. Thank you.
Welcome to Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education. I'm your orienter, Ms. Luapula. I am also the program coordinator for Environmental Health Department. I will be orienting you on what Environmental Health Department and your program, which is Environmental Health Technology, is all about. Usually we would have gathered in a hall, but since we can't meet physically because of the COVID-19 that has hit the world and Zambia, we'll be using the e-learning platforms. So first of all, Environmental Health Department is a department that is under the Health Sciences School. And it is accredited with UNZA, University of Zambia, and also with Health Professions Council of Zambia. So your diploma is in a duration of 3 years. So meaning you're going to have 6 semesters, because we're offering the program in semesters. You're going to have 6 semesters, of which you can say you will graduate with your diploma in EHT, which is Environmental Health Technology. So in your program, since we're going to be using the e-learning platform, the deliverance of the information is going to be, we're going to be using the tutorials, we're going to be using lectures, and we're going to be using practicals. And in your first semester, since you are the new incoming students, you're going to have 6 courses in your first semester, which include physics, are going to have chemistry, biology, mathematics, social psychology, and information technology and communication skills. So your role as a student is to make sure that you follow everything that is being posted on the e-learning platforms. I'm sure you've been oriented on how to go on the portal and how to follow up on things that are being posted. So make sure you get hold of the timetables, get hold of the group discussions that will be allocated to you by your respective lecturers. Another thing that we expect from you students is respect towards your classmates, towards your lecturers. There are times that you're going to be having interactive lectures. You're supposed to show respect even as you give answers to the questions that will be asked, or as you contribute towards the topics that are being learned. At the end of the semester and during the semester, you'll be given tests and assignments of which you have to use the e-learning platforms to answer them. After the semester, the first semester, you don't need any practicals when you close. When you come in second semester, first and second semester, you're going to have 7 courses. After the semester, you're going to have a practical of 1 month. Second year, first semester, you're also going to have 7 courses, of which after the semester ends, you're also going to go for practical for a month. When you open schools in second year, second semester, when you're done with the semester, you're going to have your exams that we call intermediate exams. These exams are affiliated with UNZA. After you're done with your practicals, there will be no need for going for practicals when you're done with the exams. When you open in third year, first semester, you're going to have 7 courses. And after the semester ends, you're going to have a practical of 1 month. When you open in third year, second semester, you're going to have 7 courses, of which 1 month is dedicated to practicals, and the other 6 months, you'll spend them on tutorials and lectures. After the semester ends, you're going to have your final exam, which is also affiliated with UNZA. When you're done with the final exams, us as a department, we're going to issue you with introductory letters that you will use when you go out in the world. As you'll be waiting for your results, you can be doing internships or anything. The letters will just work as an introductory letter which will help people identify which school you're coming from. So, we hope you're going to enjoy the learning, the interactions that you're going to be having with us, your lecturers, and also with your students. We thank you very much for choosing our school and our department in particular.
Hello. On behalf of Luapula School of Health Sciences and Business Education, Department of Environmental Health, may I say welcome. My name is John Siavenche, a lecturer under the Department of Environmental Health. It's my pleasure to take you through on the part of training and student placement orientation. May I say thank you for applying to Luapula School of Health Sciences under the Department of Environmental Health. To start with, on this orientation, I'm going to take you through the courses that you'll be doing on your first semester. And under these courses, we have biology, chemistry, mathematics, physics, social psychology, information technology, and communication skills. Now, one may wonder saying, why are we doing all these courses? Our main focus is environmental health, but why should we also include mathematics in the program? So let me take you through, at least to explain to you on each and every course, just to give a brief discussion on why you are to do those courses. So I'll start with biology. The course is merely designed to provide the student with knowledge and understanding of complex forms involving humans, animals, and plants, so that as you relate in your course, it becomes something easy. When we look at chemistry, you find that it gives a basis for helping students to understand matter and its interaction with other matter and energy. Additionally, it will assist students to understand the world around them in relation to environmental health. When we go to mathematics, this is designed to equip students with knowledge of mathematics vocabulary, facts, concepts, principles, laws, methods, and procedures with a view to relate the relevance of mathematics to environmental health strategies. This is done because even when you start working, wherever you will be, there will be times when you are to deal with statistics. So this is going to give an overview. When we go to physics, it provides students with various concepts in physics as they apply to environmental health. Social psychology. It is designed to help students understand the social condition that affects psychological well-being and to describe the process linking the social conditions to their psychological effects. Now, when we talk of information technology and communication skills, as I'm trying to orient you, you understand that we are doing this via the internet. Why? This is simply because we have been hit by the pandemic, which is COVID-19. And after being hit by this pandemic, government saw it fit that for us not to expose many, then we have to go online so that we reduce on the contact. So the course is going to equip students with knowledge and skills in basic computer systems, communication and health management information system, so that they get to know on how they are going to go about the whole system of online. You know, we are in the world of technology. So this is going to give a general overview. So under environmental health, we have what are known as core courses. There are quite a number of them, but let me just pick at least two of them so that I can try to explain to you, give you an overview of what you are to find as you go in your study. The first one that I'm going to pick is special meat pathology. So, special meat pathology is designed to equip students with knowledge, skills, and attitudes necessary to diagnose and manage common human pathogenic infections. The course will also enlighten students on various statutory provisions. These are legal requirements relating to meat, poultry, fish, and diseases. Okay? So, this is going to help a student understand, say, before food is served before a person, what is it that somebody is supposed to acquire? Before somebody says, I'm running a bakery, I'm running a restaurant, or I'm running a butchery, what do I need to have? What kind of food do I have to present to people so as to reduce on the pathogenic infections that can take place from the meat that is given to people? You know, we are going to look at different kinds of diseases. Here you find that there are what are known as zoonotic diseases. These are diseases that are able to attack both man and animal. So in order for us to break that chain, you have to be there. You have to have a know-how. No wonder you doing this career. It is very much important. When we talk of the second one is occupation health. What is it? Occupation health and safety. The course assists students to acquire knowledge and skills of identifying occupational hazards in workplaces. This gives you an overview that wherever there are people, there should be an environmental health personnel who is going to know, or who is going to tell management, saying this is the right way that we are to go about this concerning health. So the students will also be able to explain the implementation of occupational health and safety regulations, and equipped with critical skills to enforce legal requirements related to occupation health. It is very much important. So all this, in the meantime, we are going to do it through the internet, through a process called e-learning, or learning conducted via electronic media, typically on the internet. Like I said earlier on, it's because of the very pandemic. So we have seen it fit for us to go this way because we want you to attain the knowledge instead of you, or instead of us waiting for a moment when government is going to say, okay, now we can have contact lessons. So we thought we should go this way. So now you understand that under this e-learning, we are going to have lectures, which are real class-like, live interaction lectures via the internet, of course, via e-learning. We are also going to have tutorials. What do I mean by this? This is where you as students are going to be provided with questions that will have a part which has answers to those questions, preparing you for the oncoming examinations, and also trying to show you how examiners set questions for you not to be surprised the day that you're going to be writing your exams. We'll also be having practicals. Now a question may be asked, saying, how are we going to be conducting practicals when you are saying it's on the internet, we're going to be doing it via the internet? Yes, this is so simple. This is going to be conducted by our able lecturers. So, I'll take for instance, let's say if a lecturer is taking you in a special meat pathology, they're going to get the carcass. We say maybe they get a goat. Before slaughtering it, they set up a video where you also be able to be seeing whatsoever they are doing. When they are slaughtering it, whatsoever part that they want to show you, say, no, this is the omasa, this is the abomasa, this is the reticulum, or this is the lymph node that we are to focus on, you are also seeing. As they incise, you are also seeing, and they are explaining to you. It's very much interesting, just like it's just like a practical when you are there, right there. So don't worry that no, maybe we are not going to be doing it well because it's via the internet. It's going to be so fascinating. I really thank you for applying and joining us at Luapula School of Health Sciences, and on your decision to be part of a family that works on saving lives. Thank you so much.
We also offer conducive environment for our students in terms of accommodation. One may be asking, if I become a boarder, am I going to be having self-catering? At Luapula School of Health Sciences, when you are accommodated, we provide all the meals. That includes breakfast, lunch, and supper. And our rooms are well prepared in terms of spacing. They are conducive for studies and they are self-contained. We also have our able matron who takes care of the students in terms of all student affairs regarding to accommodation. We also provide good security services to our students. So all our students who have been accommodated are secured in terms of properties. And we have implemented the training in terms of hybrid or clinical placement, which is practical and theory. Therefore, we have a good transport mode. We take our students to clinical sites using our own transport. Therefore, come to Luapula School of Health Sciences and enjoy the zone of Mansa.